torrential rain in California reminds me of something that happened in 2001. I got off work late that day, went to McDonald's. When I parked my car in the parking lot of McDonald's, immediately a homeless man came up, asked me if I had any extra cash on me, because he wants to buy food. So I told him, as long as it's food, I'm happy to help him. And we walked in. He had a big smile on his face. He orders a Big Mac, French fries, and a drink. I ordered my usual favorite chicken nuggets. After ordering, he introduced himself formally. His name is Xiaotong. And we started talking. So he told me a few years ago his wife and the son died in a car accident. And he himself has been wandering for 3 months. I feel sorry for him. Gave him some words of encouragement. Tell him that there are many gangs in society helping those in distress. Project, he thanked me again. Only thank you for my encouragement. Thank you also for inviting him to eat. So he told me, since he was homeless, I was the first person to be so nice to him. People are either blind to him or just give him some money, but don't want to talk to him. I told Douyin it was all trivial. Soon our order was ready. Because I'm going to take it home to eat, Xiaotong asked me, can you walk with me to my parking lot? Because of him, and from there he goes back to the one he built, small shelter. I asked him why he didn't eat at the restaurant. He replied that a lot of people would stare at me. They even look at me strangely. So I feel uncomfortable eating in it. I said yes, okay. And we started walking out of McDonald's, entered the parking lot. What happened next was horrifying. It changed my life with Douyin. We walked carelessly. Suddenly I heard someone shouting behind me with the roar of the car engine. Douyin turned around. I hadn't had time to react at the time. He pushed me away with all his might, pushed me into the bush next to me. Why, you might ask? And why would he do that? We were just talking like long-lost brothers. But Douyin didn't mean to hurt me. He did it to save my life. Because when all of this happens in slow motion, I saw Douyin's body like a rag doll, hit by an SUV. Then the fox fell to the ground next to me. After a few seconds, I heard a loud bang. I saw the SUV that hit him hit a nearby lamppost. The lamppost started to spark. I saw smoke coming out of the car. So let's slow it down a little bit. Because I just described too much. What happened in a short period of time. When I realized what I had just witnessed, I got up immediately and ran quickly to the hall. His breathing difficulties. I saw him start to bleed. I fought back my tears. I was shaking. At this time in the McDonald's store, even people outside the store came to help. Xiaotong is seriously injured. Fortunately, there is one. Nurse is waiting in line at McDonald's. Come and help. At the same time, someone also called the police. As for the guy who drives the SUV, just a little skin trauma. But I could tell he was starting to panic. He kept saying he didn't see anyone. He's sorry, wait. However, at that moment, my greatest concern was still Xiaotong. He alternates between being awake and unconscious. It's hard to breathe. After a long and painful time, healthcare workers and police arrived, put Douyin in the ambulance. I asked the healthcare workers which hospital to take him to. They told me it was nearby, less than 5 minutes away from McDonald's. And I'm happy to say that Xiaotong recovered from the accident, though he had to undergo several surgeries and finally walking with a cane. That night, we met by chance. Let us be like long-lost brothers. Come together. After Xiaotong recovered, I helped him find a job. He eventually got his own little house. Xiao Tong passed away due to natural causes in January 2019. Died at the age of 74. To this day, I still miss Xiao Tong. He is a sincere person. Though he is flawed like everyone else, but he tried his best to live his life well. I am very happy I can be a part of his life. As for the driver who hit Douyin, I later learned that he drank that night and drove into a McDonald's parking lot. I bumped into Douyin. Luckily, he wasn't going fast at the time. Otherwise, Xiao Tong may die on the spot. Douyin, I hope you can continue to rest in peace in heaven. I hope this story serves as a reminder. We're all going to die. Each of us. There is an end in this world. This is something we can't change. But there's one thing you can do. Live your life to the fullest. Don't take him for granted. And remind your loved ones. How important are they to you? In the summer of 1999, I was 8. I followed my parents in Juneau, Alaska, rich uncle on vacation, and Aunt Susan and his 2 sons. 9-year-old Zhaoji and 7-year-old Pony embarked on a week-long Las Vegas and Grand Canyon tour. We started in Laguna Beach, California, stayed at the Circus Hotel. Although the journey is full of fun, but the thrilling experience I'm going to tell, it happened on the way to the Grand Canyon. This thing so far, it made me deeply aware of the dangers in the world. It turns out that there really is a despicable copper smelting like a cockroach, a coward who preys on children. After 4 days in Las Vegas, we decided to stop at a rest stop. There's a gas station there for lunch. There's also a McDonald's with a children's playground and a Subway. We 3 kids wanted to go to McDonald's after sitting in the car for so long. This would be a good opportunity to rest. All the adults agreed. So we decided to stay. We all ordered the same children's meal. After eating and drinking, we went to the amusement park and found it almost empty. So we're excited, because there are very few opportunities to play in the playground without being disturbed by other children. While I was playing on the climbing frame, 2 cousins are obsessed with the 2 Nintendos in the store. 60 for game console. It's an air-conditioned indoor playground. I happened to look out of a huge glass window. I noticed a middle-aged man with tousled hair, in a strange way, staring at my cousin. It's not a random glance. Instead, he was all over the glass window. Put your hands next to your face, block the light and look in. And it's summer. He was wearing a thick sweater and jeans. Unless he wants to lose weight. Otherwise, I really can't figure it out. Why is he dressed like this? I remember he wasn't particularly fat, but seeing him dressed so strangely, it feels so wrong. But I didn't think too much about it. After sliding down the slide, that person is gone. And I said to myself, forget it. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I walked up to my cousins, asked, did they see the man staring at them? But they said no. That's exactly what I expected, because they are boys. Focus on video games. That's when my urine hit. Want to go to the toilet. I told my cousins that I'd be right back. They nodded their heads in agreement. When I walked into McDonald's, by this time there were already many customers in the store. The atmosphere became more lively. I didn't see that weirdo. Then I went to the toilet door, met my uncle. He said he was going to the gas station to fill up his car. I said yes, then go to the toilet and solve my problem. What happened next happened very quickly, fast enough to be missed in the blink of an eye. The moment I opened the door after using the toilet, the men's room door is also open. It's the sloppy man I saw outside just now. although he gave me the creeps before. But I smiled and nodded. However, as I turned to walk across the back of the attached toilet and small aisles and other areas of McDonald's, he suddenly jumped in front of me, blocking my way. I was confused at first. I don't understand why he did it. Just then, he suddenly grabbed me, and she carried me on her shoulders. I just realized I was in trouble. This weirdo takes advantage of the fact that no one is trying to kidnap me here, and it all happened very quickly, but to me it feels like slow motion. I remember struggling, trying to get off his shoulder, while screaming with all my might. But here's the weird thing, I can't hear anything. I remember seeing my mother sitting at the innermost part of McDonald's. He can just see the door. He suddenly stood up. Open your mouth and scream, but I still can't hear any sound. McDonald's door was opened. A hot gust of wind blew into my face. I narrowed my eyes on the sunny side. It all seems to be just beginning. I suddenly felt like I was being thrown to the ground. Why did you fall? After a few seconds, my senses were restored. I just realized what happened. I saw my uncle just a few steps away. That weirdo pine. I tried to escape, while screaming, while rushing towards a parked car nearby. The windows are covered with body film. He yelled for the driver to drive, but the car drove away, left him. And then I saw my uncle yelling at me. The back of the weirdo's head swung around. The weirdo fell to the hot ground almost immediately. My uncle jumped on him, then locked him with your arm, while yelling for me to keep calling people. I finally realized what had happened, went into the store for help. At this time, my father and two other tall men, rushing out the front door of McDonald's, helped subdue this weirdo. My mother and aunt took me to McDonald's. An employee is dialing 911. The police arrived about 15 minutes later. Throughout the process, my uncle, my dad, and the other to never let go of the weirdo. The police gloved the weirdo, took him away. A kind female police officer asked me some questions. He told me it was safe now. That person is no longer a threat to me. However, the following week, I keep having nightmares. Time flies. Now I am a mother of 2 children. And I told them that story many times. And every time they hear it, it just creeps them out. It's really scary to think about. A minute ago, you were on vacation with your family. Have a great summer vacation. Next minute, a stranger is trying to kidnap you. God knows what will happen. I am very grateful that my uncle showed up in time. If he hadn't happened to walk back to McDonald's, things could get worse. My parents estimated at the time that may not be able to catch up with me. Oh, that weirdo has an accomplice in the car. If they take me in that car, I might be taken deep into the desert. From now on, no one has heard from me. So I want to say to you, you must pay attention to safety when you go out, especially parents. Please take care of your children. Anyway, don't let them out of your sight. Be vigilant when taking children out. Keep a few more eyes. That was 2013. I was 23, and my friend lives in one of our downtown areas. Many shopping malls around us in the apartment. There's also some fast food restaurants like McDonald's. It was about 9 o'clock that night. I'm online playing video games with a few friends while chatting. We talked about eating, so we decided stop at a safe house in the game, take a break, and my 2 friends, in their own homes, warm up some food. I also planned to go to the hot spot to eat, but when I went to the kitchen, getting ready to pick up leftovers from the night before, but found that he had gone bad and deteriorated, and it frustrated me, because I was saving it for dinner. I'm a night owl, usually sleeps during so I won't eat. So I started thinking about what I was going to have for dinner. Because my boyfriend just left for work, can't bring me food. So I decided to put on my sneakers, run to the McDonald's in the shopping mall across from the apartment, buy something to eat. I asked my friends if they could wait for me. They said no problem. We can leave the game on and take a break. Wait until I come back and continue to pass the level. So I took a thin coat, put on your sneakers. Then we went to McDonald's. It was close to 9:30 p.m. McDonald's is busy. I placed an order, take the ticket, and start waiting for the meal. When I looked down at my phone, suddenly I felt someone tap me on the shoulder. And I looked up. It was a middle-aged man I'd never met before. He apologized to me for disturbing me and asked my name. I made up a fake name and told him. Then he started complimenting my eyes and ginger hair. I awkwardly thanked him for his compliment, then continued to stare at the screen to see the status of my order. He suddenly asked me if I had any plans for the evening. I told him I had a plan. He asked me again if I had a boyfriend, and I said yes. It seemed to make him take a step back, and I don't know why. Maybe a sixth sense tells me, don't take your eyes off him. I just have a bad feeling about this. Think he's up to something. And he walked away, waiting for me to let my guard down. Go to checkout page. It was his turn to order. I breathed a sigh of relief, because he finally disappeared from my sight. After about 5 minutes, I got my meal, walking out of McDonald's with food, looking up at my apartment, getting ready for my first meal of the day, and excited to go back to playing the game. Hey, wait for me. I heard someone yelling next to me. You turned around. Found to be, just now at McDonald's, the man who asked me all those random questions. He pulled up in front of me in his truck, blocking my way. What's the matter? I asked him nervously. I can take you home. You shouldn't walk alone at night. There are a lot of weirdos here. As if he wasn't a weirdo himself. No, I'm fine. But thank you for your kindness. I politely refused him. It's all right, I'll take it to you. It's no trouble at all. I enjoy helping young women like you. And by this point, I was starting to get bored. Because my house is just across the road, and he wouldn't let me go alone. So I told him in a more determined tone, you listen to me. I said I don't need your help. This sentence made him extremely dissatisfied. Makes what happens next pretty scary. And then, you know what he said to me? He called me a bitch, then opened the door, trying to get out of the car and stop me. I was terrified because of his tone and eyes. Makes me think he looks like he's going to attack me. Then I saw that the light in front had turned green. So I thought, what the hell? Then start running. I can hear him calling me back from behind. Unfortunately, while I'm trying to get rid of this weirdo, I moved here a few months ago, earthquake repaired pavement, and fell face down on the concrete. I didn't buy a drink because I'm going home to drink water, but my food belt fell to the ground. Fortunately, the food didn't fall out of the bag, but it wasn't what worried me the most at the time. Although I am grateful to myself, he wasn't seriously injured in the fall, but I know he's still following me. Just as I was trying to get back on my feet, the moment you regain consciousness, I saw lights flashing behind me. That McDonald's freak again, and he came after me really fast. He rolled down the window and asked me to get in. You are hurt. Let me take you to the hospital for a checkup. This guy is really relentless. I have to admire him for that. Was so angry. Just give him the middle finger and tell him to get out. He got angry again. What did you just say? And he shouted, then drive the car closer to the side of the road and stop. Turn off the fire and get ready to catch up with me again. Now I don't care anymore. Will he find out where I live? Because where else can I go? I'm running again. This time, be especially careful with the road under your feet. I ran to the apartment entrance. That guy is still chasing me. Seems to want to catch me and teach me a lesson. Fortunately, you need a key to enter the apartment, and he didn't. So I ran inside. Finally got rid of him. I gasped and looked back at him through the glass window. His face was flushed red. I can vaguely see what he's saying, but I can't hear the specific. He made a gesture. Seems to say it's not over yet, and he left. Well, after that, I will never again leave my apartment building alone. About a year later, we moved somewhere else because of my boyfriend got a great job offer. So I never saw that weirdo again. I hope I never see him again. If he dares to do anything else, my pepper spray is ready for him.